Imagine spending weeks preparing for a war, training troops, forging alliances, strategizing every single move you make in-game, only to see everything unfold on a single large-scale battle, and where one wrong decision can cost you everything.
The KvK of the year is finally here.
And it actually happened. We got the KvK that everyone was asking for, and more.
So long story short, this KvK is completely insane.
Welcome to KvK, guys, and specifically welcome to the Siege of Orleans, the ultimate war in Rise of Kingdoms, a battle unlike anything I've ever seen in a strategy mobile game. This wasn't just another war, it was a test of leadership, skill, teamwork, and mastery on a scale no other game could ever match. The Siege of Orleans, guys, specifically, was one of the major KvK events ever hosted in this game. And don't take my word for it, check out what chisgule is saying.
3 of the biggest records in Rise of Kingdoms have been broken. The number of kill points gained in a single KvK, the number of dead troops held by any one player in a single KvK, and the amount of healing done in a single KvK. And there's still about a week until Kingsland, which is completely busted.
If you haven't heard of Rise of Kingdom, you can give it a try. Download link will be in description. This download link includes a promo code as well. It should give you guys a solid startup boost. It includes gems, resource boxes, and gold chest keys. Most of the games you guys played are inspired from this one, to be very honest. You can Google it. This is a first look on Rise of Kingdoms. You have the typical base, and you have other buildings around it that you have to upgrade in order to get stronger. The Rise of Kingdoms features heroes inspired by real historical figures from different civilizations. For example, you have Julius Caesar from Rome, Joan of Arc from France, Frederick I, Germany, and each of these heroes have their own unique skills relevant to their personalities. You have a bunch of civilizations you guys can choose from and enjoy their art and unique buffs. Obviously, you can change between these civilizations. You have alliance research, you have gear, you have a bunch of upgrades, you have troop types, and then finally you can go outside and you can make friends and you can make enemies in this game. You guys are familiar with this. Now in this video I wanted to focus on KvK. I want to show you guys what made this game popular till today. So guys, KvK is when alliances from across the world fight for dominance. It's the end game, it's the biggest test of skill, teamwork, and strategy in Rise of Kingdom. It's not just another event or war, it's like the biggest one and the longest one. Let me show you. Rise of Kingdom has a huge map. I mean, look at this thing. You have multiple regions, multiple objectives and strategic points to control. Alliances must work together to capture and hold key locations such as passes, forts, holy sites. In Zone 1 to 3, typically the battle is not yet started. In KvK, kingdoms will be evenly matched typically, and at this stage you will see who's next to you, who's in opposite directions from you, you'll see who your enemy is, and it's when the diplomacy happens and strategies. In Zone 4, it's typically the starting zone, it's where kingdoms prepare for the war. In Zone 5 to 6, it's where the first blood is shed. It's where the fighting begins and where you get first confrontations. In Zone 5, for example, you have to secure multiple structures and passes in order to reach Zone 6. You have a building called the Great Ziggurat, and it's the final objective. I'm gonna show you guys a very recent battle that happened that included one of the biggest kingdoms in this game. Check this map. You have 1960, you have 1093, 2941, and all of these other kingdoms. So you had all these kingdoms and they were divided into 2 sides. These guys were on one side and the others were on the opposing side. The map's design ensures that you guys on Zone 5 will start fighting. Each kingdom had a powerhouse or multiple ones. For example, 1960 had someone named Sewell. Sewell, if you check his stats, has 521 billion kingdom power and 4.1 trillion kills. Wow. That fight also included multiple streamers and YouTubers, each having their own huge accounts and huge accomplishments. For example, 1093 was considered a veteran kingdom, like you had two main alliances in it. So they did not join a single alliance and fight, they were two separate ones. When these guys were at zone 5, 2377 took initiative, and they outmaneuvered 1960 by seconds. But 1960 with time showed resilience, and they prodigo getting billions of kills in just 3 days. So 2377 had the upper hand, then 1960 made a comeback, and because of a small gap they found, and they reclaimed their position. There are many live streams you guys can watch if you want to see this. I don't think I can cover everything in this video. For example, 1093 versus 1365, it had a battle of power versus numbers. The numbers outperformed the power, which shows you that spending isn't always everything. The fight for zone 5 and 6 was simply epic, guys, and I seriously encourage you guys to check it out. Now, after weeks of battles, it was time for zone 6. Everyone was streaming their games, and there were so many people viewing. I mean, it puts other games to shame. Like, it even makes me wonders from the games I play. I mean, I've never seen such a viewership on a strategy games. I heard some streamers couldn't even log into their game. This was the aftermath of this battle. We had like 18 trillion kill points, 80 billion troop losses. It was amazing. It was amazing. 1960 ended up winning the battle. I mean, thousands of players were fighting simultaneously on a single map, hundreds of thousands of troops clashing at once. This game has like 160 million players worldwide, so you can imagine what the servers were experiencing at that time. And you had people from different countries at the same time playing such a long event, so there was no resting. Also, this game made it in a way where you can control how your troops move around. So it's not just a few clicks. I mean, you can't afford to make any mistake. And your enemy is definitely gonna mess up somewhere. There's no doubt. KvK events, as I said, last for weeks. If you compare this to other games, you can notice that they either use a smaller map or they go for a shorter amount of time, like a few days. It doesn't compare to Rise of Kingdoms. I never seen any game like Rise of Kingdoms. In a KvK, you typically have to focus on building troops. You want to upgrade your tech, and you want to ensure you have enough resources and economy before the war. Like, you can't go blind in this event. You have to read guides and watch videos. It's out of the question. And then you have the game constantly making updates and changes, adding new heroes, adding new stuff, which makes every single battle different than the other. If you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. As I mentioned, download link is going to be in description, and if you download through the link, you'll be able to also use a promo code which gives you free gems, gold keys, boosts, a lot of good stuff to help you get an advantage over others. You might even look like you're spending early game. If you truly like strategies, if you truly like battles like this, it's definitely worth trying. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.